$100,000 if you make this shot. Let's see.
Angel Reese just watched Shaq burst out laughing after she completely whiffed on a simple layup. Most people would crawl into a hole and disappear for a while. But not Angel. She sees this as the perfect moment to challenge the big man's free throw game.
You called her garbage compared to Caitlin Clark.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I love black people. Mwah, 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 mwah. But I think sometimes we do play the race card too much. This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry, based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese, stop it. She just seems as uncoordinated as a baby giraffe. If you throw up 85 attempts, you're eventually going to get one or two. But the fact that you have to throw the ball...
We're not talking about some friendly competition here. She's so dead certain that Shaq's lost his tots that she throws down $100,000 on a single free throw. 100 grand against a guy who's been putting up shots since before she could tie her shoes. What do you think went down? Shaq stepped up and drained it like he was warming up for practice. Angel just watched 100,000 slip away faster than her confidence should have.
Cardoso with the miss. Angel Reese picks it up, what she's good at. Getting another offensive rebound. She says, give me that. How about another? Persistence trying to pay off. Jones gets a piece. Angel Reese won't give up. Jones with another block.
She needs to give up, bro. Oh, man. This is just not a good look, bro. If you guys ever hear another video of Angel Reese saying that women should be getting paid the same as male basketball players, NBA players, just please show her this video.
This whole situation captures everything bizarre about Angel Reese's mindset. She spots Shaq having a laugh, and suddenly she's positioned to test anybody at anything. It's like getting destroyed in checkers and then immediately calling out a chess master for a match. The nerve is almost impressive if it wasn't completely disconnected from reality. The layers of irony here are so dense you need a machete to cut through them.
Where do you see it? Angel Reese's performance. Watch this. This is the kicker. Amongst players with more substantial playing time, Angel Reese's performance in 2024 stands out. She shot 43.8% on attempts within 5 feet of the basket. Do you know what 5 feet is, Vinny?
That's right here.
Hang on, if she's 6'4", then fingertip to fingertip is 6'6".
So these guys are such clowns. You have a shot at getting more eyeballs to your league, and all of a sudden, you fear because it's Caitlin Clark, a white girl. You know who Caitlin Clark's going to end up being in the weirdest way possible if she makes it? She's going to be the Jackie Robinson of WNBA. Who was the Jackie Robinson of MLB?
So here's what nobody wants to say directly about Angel Reese. She's constructed her whole image around this idea that being bold equals being skilled. That's just not how it works. Having swagger without the numbers to support it isn't swagger at all. It's comedy material waiting to unfold. When you're playing in professional sports where every statistic gets tracked and analyzed to death, well, those numbers don't lie.
Whoever came up with the me-bounce thing, y'all ate that up. Because rebounds, me-bounce, rebounds, key-bounce, T-bounce, T-bounce, anything that comes off that board, it's mine. It's mine. And a brand, that's 6 figures right there. Whoever came up with that, the trolling, I love when y'all do it, because like the ideas be good. Like when y'all have to alter my face and shit, like because I'm cute. All right, whatever. Like that doesn't get me. But like when y'all came up with rebounds, because statistically all the rebounds that I get aren't always just mine. They're like the defenses too, or somebody else's on my team. But when y'all came up with rebounds, y'all ate one little thing. Janine, we're ranking. We're gonna work with that. But yeah.
Check out her rookie year numbers from 2024. She managed 39.1% from the floor. Not just disappointing, but genuinely concerning levels of shooting. Sure, she grabbed 13 boards per game, but here's the kicker. Most of those rebounds came off her own brick shots.
And I'll tell you who is an idiot is the head coach of the women's South Carolina team.
If you consider yourself a woman and you want to play sports or vice versa, you should be able to play.
That means if I transition to a woman right now, then I can go play in the WNBA and average 50.
She said it should be allowed when the women had the biggest year they've ever had. I don't know why.
She thinks they can compete with the men because of how good they were this year.
Bro, the best woman to ever play could go in the NBA right now and it would be over for her, bro.
Caitlin maybe, bro.
She's essentially padding her rebounding stats by cleaning up her own messes. It's like taking credit for cleaning your room after you trashed it yourself. Technically you cleaned it, but that's not exactly brag-worthy material. Her 2025 season started with some improvement, hitting 45.8% from the field. Sounds better until you realize she was converting just 31.5% of her layups. These are shots right at the rim. The gimmies of basketball. She led the league in layup attempts, but couldn't buy a bucket on the easiest looks possible. This isn't about bad bounces or tough defense. This is basic fundamentals that should be automatic at the professional level.
Yeah, on defense, she would get cooked, but offensively, like she'll knock down some corner threes or like a swing three, like, cause she can shoot from that far, you know?
Looking at that performance, you'd think someone might pump the brakes on the trash talk. But Angel's living in a completely different universe. In her world, she's not struggling to score on a team that's barely staying competitive. She's someone worth risking six figures against Shaquille O'Neal. Someone worth calling out Michael Porter Jr. for a one-on-one battle.
First one, growing up, who used to win more?
Definitely me. Definitely me.
Growing up, I always would win. Always.
If you were to give a record, what would it be?
I mean, I don't know a record, but I always would beat him. Like,
Let's say 120 to 20.
100 to 20? He's out of his mind. He know I have the better shoe game. He buy expensive stuff, though.
She got me on that one, I ain't gonna lie. She got me, yeah.
Let's dive into that Porter situation because it perfectly illustrates the disconnect. Porter made some comments about women's basketball that got under her skin. Angel's response was to publicly challenge him to go head-to-head. We're talking about an NBA player whose day job involves competing against the most athletic basketball players on the planet. This would be hilarious if it wasn't so painful to watch.
It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me, too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Here's what Angel fundamentally doesn't grasp. Excelling in women's basketball doesn't automatically translate to excelling against everyone who plays basketball. Physics doesn't care about gender equality when you're facing someone bigger, stronger, and more skilled. Her own brother won't even play her one-on-one anymore. Her family basically admitted she hasn't beaten him since he turned 12 years old. These are the people closest to her, essentially confirming she's not competing with male athletes successfully.
Okay, I try to get two of the biggest guys in the gym and try to get them to push me so I can finish through contact every day. Like, I know my teammates count on me for that because second chance opportunities, I'm one of the best rebounders in the country. So I know that's what I can bring to the table every single day. And if I can finish those, that gives a lot of points for us. So I'm just trying to do my job and maximize my job as best as I can. And I know that can lead us to some.
But the claims keep coming. She's declared herself the best player in the league. She's insisted that fans tune in to watch her specifically, not just Caitlin Clark. As if her court presence is some magnetic force drawing crowds to arenas everywhere. As if people are holding their breath wondering what Angel Reese might do next. The reality is people watch because Clark represents something extraordinary in women's basketball. They want to see if anyone else can reach that standard of excellence. Angel's more like a supporting character who's convinced she's the main attraction. It's comparing a participation ribbon to an actual gold medal.
Who's the best player in the country?
To the media or me?
As you see it.
I feel like I'm the best player in the country.
Okay, who's the second best player in the country?
Shit. Either Caitlin Clark or Leah Boston.
That's fair.
Top three. I feel like we the top three players.
The trash-talking strategy only works when performance backs it up. Jordan could run his mouth because he was dropping 30 points nightly while playing lockdown defense. Kobe could talk because he was scoring 81 points in games. When you're shooting under 40% and missing layups like their half-court heaves, the trash talk becomes embarrassing. It looks desperate, like someone trying to create an image instead of letting their game speak volumes.
And Kyra Elsie immediately is telling her team to slow down. She knows.
That Shaq moment perfectly captures Angel's core problem. She watched a 7-foot legend, who's been dominating since she was learning to walk, laugh at her performance. Instead of taking that as a wake-up call to improve her fundamentals, she saw an opportunity for viral content, a chance to look fearless and confident in front of everyone. So she threw down that $100,000 challenge designed to make her appear gutsy and in control. Shaq probably chuckled to himself, walked to the line and knocked down the shot. Of course he made it. The man's converted thousands of free throws throughout his career. The only way he misses is if he's actively trying to miss it. Angel got exposed completely, but somehow that's not the main story in her mind. She focuses on being bold enough to risk everything on her confidence, not being intimidated by legends. But maybe she should be intimidated, not by Shaq personally, but by the cold, hard facts. The fact that she's shooting under 40% consistently, the fact that she's missing layups at rates that would bench high school players, the fact that her rebounding numbers are inflated by collecting her own missed shots, the fact that professional athletes have evaluated her game and concluded she's not operating at their level. All that confidence and swagger and trash-talking energy. But when you examine her actual court performance, none of it matches up with the narrative. She's not some unstoppable basketball force. She's not someone who should be testing NBA players. She's not the premier talent in women's basketball. She's a rebounder who talks a big game. That's her role, and that's the ceiling. Rebounding matters in basketball. It's genuinely valuable, but it doesn't make you a superstar when you're averaging 14 points on terrible shooting percentages. Superstars impact multiple facets of the game consistently. They elevate their teammates and change outcomes through pure skill and basketball intelligence. Clark demonstrates actual skills that translate directly to winning games. Angel brings effort and attitude, which absolutely is not equivalent to elite basketball ability. Angel will look straight into cameras and declare her elite status. She'll challenge Shaq and Porter and claim she's the league's best player. Then you watch her game film and see someone struggling to score at a professional level consistently. Someone so uncomfortable shooting that she attacks the basket 20 times nightly and converts maybe half those attempts. Someone whose skill set revolves around diving for loose balls and grabbing rebounds off her own misses. This isn't unfair criticism or personal attacks. These are measurable, verifiable facts recorded in official league statistics. She shot 39% as a rookie, and she's shooting under 46% currently. She averages less than 4 assists per game. She attempts fewer than 1 3-pointer per game. These aren't debatable opinions, but documented statistical reality. Somehow along this journey, Angel convinced herself, and apparently enough fans, that she's positioned to talk trash to Hall of Fame legends, that she can challenge NBA players to competition, that she can claim to be the best player in professional women's basketball. This isn't about showing disrespect, but about reality providing some necessary perspective. Shaq laughed because he's witnessed elite professional basketball his entire career. He's shared courts with Jordan, Bryant, James, and every other legendary player who's defined excellence in this sport. He recognizes what separates good players from great players from those who are elite only within less athletically demanding contexts. Angel falls into that third category clearly. Shaq's laughter was probably the most honest feedback she's received all season long. When everything shakes out, Angel Reese made a $100,000 mistake, challenging Shaq, and she keeps making similar mistakes through empty claims and meaningless challenges. She's overestimating her position in basketball's hierarchy, while underestimating literally everyone else around her. She's mixing up effort with excellence, and confusing confidence with actual competence. She's definitely not positioned to challenge anybody, especially not Shaquille O'Neal, NBA legends, or apparently even her own family members. That free throw Shaq knocked down was heard around the basketball world by anyone paying close attention. It was reality telling Angel, hey, maybe don't bet against the professionals who've proven themselves at the highest levels. These are the facts, these are the competitive levels, and Angel just learned exactly where she stands, with a 6-figure price tag attached to the lesson.